the Audate, and together we talk about the landscape of business, the diverse landscape of business, and we share our unique perspectives. How are you doing, Andy?
I'm glad I'm back from a powerful weekend hosting the Ghost House Launch Mastermind here in Las Vegas. This was a weekend packed full about creating monthly recurring revenue, how to onboard subscribers, how to maintain subscribers, how to retain subscribers, how to really make sure that you have a monthly cash flow taking place inside your business. So, super excited to be back here live in the flesh.
I know you do a lot of online events. The last time we hosted an in person, I think was 2022. Was that correct? The conference?
Uh, yeah, that could have been right. The last time, I don't think we did one in 2023. We went and really maximized Zoom trainings and webinars and so forth. And then this year, there was a demand asking like, "Hey, can we do something in person?" So to cater to the group, we said yes. So let's do some stuff in person, and then we held our first event. I
Yes,
literally just
that.
committed on a Zoom call. So I was like on a Zoom call, and I was talking to a group of entrepreneurs, and they said, "Man, can we do a live event?" I said, "You know what? Yes. If you go to this webpage right now and buy a ticket, I will give you the opportunity to do live in person events, to come to a live in person event." And like 4 or 5 people just bought a ticket that same day. And then I said, "All right, well, I already sold the tickets. Now I got to go find the venue and lock it in and so forth." So that's exactly what we did.
So you pretty much did what we've been talking about on the podcast. You pre-sold, and then you figured it out. You
Yeah,
committed
it
to the
started off
date.
exactly the date, and then from the date, sold tickets, and then now I had to do the extra stuff. One of the things that I had to do is find the venue. So I found the venue after I already sold tickets, and then after finding the venue, then we had to contact the coordinator, event coordinator, and so forth. So everything took place after it all was already sold out.
Yep. So you do practice what you preach, is what I'm saying. You don't just talk about it on the podcast. Yeah. Well, I'm very glad we had the event. I definitely found a lot of value in person. I mean, I like being online, right? We like the options to work from home, work from a laptop, but I think it's nice to gather in person as well. And we got a lot of ideas and topics and a lot of feedback, for our podcast as well. So I want to focus today on one of the topics that keeps coming up, which is how can Progreda or how can a business owner use Progreda to get sales? But I want to dedicate this podcast to a specific industry, which is how can an online fitness coach use Progreda to get sales? So tell me a little bit more about the experience that you've had with some of our customers that are fitness coaches. What do they typically come in looking for?
I mean, the number one thing that they're usually looking to identify is how do I generate sales opportunities, fill up my sales pipeline, and do that with generating leads in the lowest cost way and maximizing technology. So they're saying, hey, I have a sales pipeline of I want to get people to purchase my products, purchase my coaching programs, purchase my services. And I'm currently in the fitness space where there's a lot of competition and I want to drum up some business and generate some leads. And typically that's what they're looking for. They're like, hey, I need names, emails, and phone numbers of potential customers.
And with that being said, so since someone, I mean, I can imagine not just fitness coaches, but many times fitness coaches, would you agree that they have the programs, they have the knowledge, they have basically the blueprint of information, whether they're certified, they might have already had clients, but now it's time to turn it on to hit their monthly sales goals? Is that what you're saying? Like they're not just starting, they actually have the program, they have the knowledge, but they're maybe looking to get clients from social media, or are they looking to get them from ads? Like what have you seen your experience be?
What I've seen is that people are just looking for leads. They're not necessarily saying like it matters where it comes from. It's really identifying, hey, where can I get the names, emails, and phone numbers of my potential customers? There's one specific way that I've seen work tremendously very well and creates the lowest cost, creates leads at the lowest cost, and is almost nearly a frictionless experience for your potential customer. Sending a potential customer to a web page takes time. It takes time to get them to that web page, for the web page to load, for them to review the content of that web page, for them to make a decision whether they should put in the name, email, and phone number. It takes time. We ran ads on Facebook, on Instagram, and so forth. And what we found is that there's one way which is called chat automation, and chat automation makes it tremendously easier for you to start drumming up new sales opportunities and filling up a sales pipeline. And what chat automation is, you may have heard of different other fitness coaches or even entrepreneurs online where they'll say, for example, um, DM me, send me a direct message of this specific keyword. So it might be direct message me the word fit, and when you message them the word fit, then it automatically has a conversation back and forth with you, and then from there, that software is able to capture the name, email, and phone number, or that coach, or that consultant, or that brand, or that business is able to capture the name, email, and phone number of the person who sent that direct message. So you'll do something similar, but that's what our software does, and that's what chat automation does in general. Is chat automation is when you automatically are having a chat with your prospective customer, setting up a sales appointment, qualifying them, having them take a survey, so that way you can identify who's ready to do business with you and who's not, and that entire process can be completely all automated.
Yes, I could see that being very valuable because it's one thing to post on Instagram, let's say a fitness coach is on Instagram or Facebook, the platform doesn't necessarily matter. But if they're just posting and they post their website, I don't think most people know, but when you post a website on the caption, it's not clickable. So you're kind of risking that the person will copy it exactly how you wrote it on the description and take it to another web page. So now they had to leave whatever they were watching on your page, type it in, and hope that it gets there. Like cross your fingers and hope that nothing happens between that process, right? Someone could get a call. You might get distracted. So what you're saying is with chat automation, the call to action will be very clear. It could say, for example, DM me the word fit, and that guides the lead into a much easier path. Is that correct?
Exactly. So here's what it looks like. Your potential customer sends a specific keyword to your Instagram, to your Facebook Messenger, or even to your cell phone, your Progreda cell phone number. So your business line. So your potential customer, let's say they text your business line and they text the words "get fit." When they text the word "get fit," it instantly, the software responds and says, "Hey, to stay connected, what's your email?" To stay connected, hey, we're going to send you something really cool on how to get fit. What's your email address? And when your customer responds with the email address, instantly, because our software captures the number when the initial text came in, you already have the number inside of contact record. And then number two is going to be when the person responds with their email address, it's building up a customer profile for this individual. So what that could look like is, hey, direct message, send me a text message that says "get fit" if you want to learn the 5 keys to get fit, and I'll send you a video training on how to get fit. So a fitness coach is gonna say, "Hey, send me that text message, get fit, the words get fit, and I'll send you my ebook or my video training on how to get fit." Then their customer says, "Hey, I want to learn, I want to get fit. I've been trying to get fit for some time now. Let me write the words get fit. Let me send the message." And when they send the message, the software automatically responds, captures the name, email, and phone number. So it says, "What's your email?" I'll send you the email on how to get fit. And then because the text message came through, we already have the phone number. The software already picked up on the phone number. Because the email was written, the software captures the email address. And then the last message is, "Now I got your name, I got your phone number and email. What's your name?" And the person writes their name, and the software captures the name. So instantaneously, in less than 4 seconds, think about how fast a text message is sent, especially when it's automated through software and automation. So number one is, "Hey, get fit," boop, response. "What's your email?" My email is, Andy@andyaudate.com. "Okay, great. And what's your first name?" "My name is Andy." Boom, less than 4 seconds, maybe 6 if they're a little slower. You now have a contact, compared to the old way, which is, "Hey, go to this webpage, put in your name, your email, your phone number, so on and so forth." That takes a tremendous amount of time.
Yes, I agree, because having to do that manually, having to keep up with the comments, direct messages. I mean, even as a business owner, you could be doing a lot of things, and then you're like, let me go back and sit down and reply to everybody. This solves the problem of forgetting, taking too long to the point that people are like, I don't want that program anymore. Sometimes people want it like at the moment, right? They're like excited, they agree with what you just posted. Right then and there, you can get a sale. Now, this sounds like it's part of giving them the lead, the name, email, and phone number. Would you say that this would also help them get sales? I want to use the word automatically, but with that being said, by what I mean by automatically, can a customer go from sending a DM keyword to purchasing because a fitness coach would have that set up, through Progreda?
Yeah, for sure. If you were to say, for example, go on social media and you were to say, "Hey, I just released an online course. The online course is $499 for you to buy today." You can actually say, "Hey, text me the word course, and I'll send you the link to go ahead and make the purchase." And that whole entire process could be done automatically, where you send them the link to make the purchase. Now, the value for you there is you're going to take the payment typically on a web page, because that's a secure platform today. Now, the reason why you say text me this word is because that person, in order for them to get access to the link, they got to text you. You now will have the email contact of the person the email and phone number and name of the person who's interested. So now you'll be able to look at a list and say how many people opted in via text and how many people actually bought. The discrepancy between the two is the ones that you want to follow up on. Like, hey, you texted me, but you did not purchase. That's number one. That's one example. Number two example is you can actually go, if you have the credit card on file. So let's say this is a past customer of yours. Inside of our software, this is one of our newest features. You can actually charge a Stripe. If you have Stripe and you have our software, you can actually charge that person's credit card. So let's say, for example, you have someone's phone number already on file. They're already a customer of yours and you already have their credit card on file. You can say, hey, if you're currently a customer of ours, let's say that you're in front of 100 of your current customers. And if you're interested to buy our new course, send me a text message of the word course. And if we have your credit card on file, we would automatically charge your credit card for the price of the course. And that is entirely automated, right? So that entire process can be automated with chat automation.
Yes, and as you were speaking of that, and I think that's very important to identify, it really can be custom to the journey that the online coach desires. So you could either start with like, DM me the word consultation if they want to have one-on-one calls before any type of purchase, or it could be DM the word get fit if they want to send some type of starting kickstart guide, nutritional, guide or something like that. But it can also be DM me the word course if they're ready to like take payment. So it can be customized to what they would like to do with this system. Is that correct?
That is correct. That is correct. And that all those opportunities are completely available to you to start taking action and generating leads. This is all about lead generation, right? So if I was a fitness coach right now, and let's just say I had a brick and mortar store, in front of my gym, I would tell people, get a free 7-day trial to this gym. Text the word free to this phone number. As people are going, there are some people who can't commit today and they're not going to commit today, but they know they want to do it in the future. So what they could do is text the word free to schedule it in the future, right? So if you're interested to get a free 7-day trial of our gym, text the word free to this phone number. That is it. They text the word free, and then now you capture their phone number and they're walking by your establishment. That's if you're in the brick and mortar location. If you are a online coach, you can have a QR code that is on your website. That's actually one of the things that we have on our website, right? So when you go to chatautomation.io, on our website, you'll be able to see the QR code that is built if you're on a desktop. Now, if you're on mobile, there's actually a button that has you text in to try a chat automation. So there are so many ways to get people to text. You can have them do QR codes, you can have them do manual call to actions, and so forth. But the objective is just about getting them to opt in.
Yes, I agree. Because it definitely sounds like if someone's doing marketing, right? Like I said, a brick and mortar gym, or if someone's online, how can you gauge what your ROI is from putting that marketing content out there? I mean, yes, Instagram might give you insights like views and plays, but it's not going to tell you how many people opted in unless you have a funnel or chat automation to know, because views doesn't always mean opt-ins, right? Like you can have a reel or a video that has 100,000 views, but you might have 10 opt-ins. So I think that's where people might be thinking, well, is marketing doing a video? Is that considered marketing? But now, if you have a specific keyword and you know that I posted this one video with this keyword, or I did this banner with this keyword, you will know what conversion you would get. Because you mentioned earlier, right? You can see who texted in, who went all the way, and who just stopped in the journey.
Yeah, you'll be able to identify where they're at every step of the sales process, when they are a new lead, when they actually purchase your product, even if they visited your website. Our software is able to track them through the journey. So now, for example, let's say that somebody walks in front of my establishment and they text in free trial, or they texted in that they're interested to do a free trial. Our software is going to capture the name, email, and phone number for you. That's going to be the first thing. So our software is going to capture that person's name, their email, their phone number. Now you have a lead. And from there, you can automatically send additional text messages, or you can look at who opted in and start the conversation to call them. And that's what I tell folks is like, first get the lead and then call the person who just said, hey, I'm interested. Now, what's cool with our software is you can actually configure the software to message you so that way you know when a lead just came in. And that's when they are the hottest. So let's say someone's walking by your establishment, they see a banner that says free 7-day trial at this gym, and they text in the word free to your phone number to start your 7-day trial. From there, you get an alert saying that someone just opted in and put in their name, email, phone number. You call that person right away, and when you call that person, you know that they have their phone in their hand and that they're interested to do business with you. And so from there, you can sign up that person or schedule a follow-up sales call therefore afterwards.
Right. So this now puts the business owner or the online coach in a situation where this is a warm, if not actually a hot lead, because each lead only has a specific amount of time until they just go cold. They're never going to sign up. So this allows the person to say, okay, no, they just texted. They're not going to get lost. The system's engaging with them. That's amazing. With this type of system, how much, if you had to put a number, I mean, I know every business model is different, every price point is different, but how much would something like this help a fitness coach generate? Having this type of system where you have a keyword, you have chat automation taking care of the customer, how much would they help increase their sales? Assuming, of course, what they're doing right now is one-on-one reply, one-on-one collecting emails, and basically doing the old way, like everything's on their cell phone right now. But what would this type of system bring as far as value to them?
Yeah, so let's do an example. Let's just do some math here. And let's just use big round numbers to make it a lot easier. So let's just say, for example, a fitness coach has a 30% conversion rate. That means that every person that they get on a phone call with, out of 10, they're going to sign up 3 people onto their program. Okay? So 10 people hop on a Zoom call with them. Out of those 10 people, 3 people sign up. Okay. And let's just say that this is $1,000 program, $1,000 program. Now, in the event of this 30% conversion, when a coach hops on social media, out of 100 people that's watching them on social media, 50 people, half of the 100 who sees them on social media, 50 people, half of the viewers actually opt in. And they say, hey, you know what? I'm going to DM the word fit to identify to see, because I want to get fit. I'm going to DM the word fit. And so now this person has 50 leads, 50 sales opportunities that actually come in. So now in the scenario, a coach has 50 new names, emails, and phone numbers. But is everyone going to hop on a call? They might, but usually because we've done this millions of times throughout different marketing campaigns, with over 5,500 clients since 2017, we know that that's not the case where every single person will hop on. So out of the 50 leads, just for math's sake, let's just say half of those people actually book a call. Okay. Half of those people actually book a call. So that's 25 people. Out of the 25 people that actually book a call, 25 times 30% equals seven sales. So 7 times 1,000 is $7,000. So in that one scenario, with a coach being able to just do this, get in front of 100 people, that could be $7,000 worth of revenue for them in their business.
Yes, I like how you broke down the numbers, because I agree. We all know that there's a drop off somewhere along the stage, but because you know that the software can handle volume, they can handle 100 texts, it can handle 10,000 texts. Like it's a software, it's not a person. I do think it would inspire and motivate a coach to focus on doing the content and getting the leads, because they know that it can be handled. Would you say that that's also part of the ability to go big, is knowing that the software is going to take care of it?
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest thing, is that if you're in a place, like for example, when I started different businesses, my mentors would tell me, hey, grab this notepad and put the person's name, email, and phone number, and then call them later when you get home, right? Or put it in your side of your cell phone book. And there's new technology today. So if I knew that my objective is just to get as many people to text, then all I would do is get creative in getting how I'm going to get people to text. Like I would have banners. Like this weekend when we had our mastermind, even though we were hosting an event, I still had banners that said text the word demo to this phone number if you want to see a demonstration. And from that, we got just out of the pastor buyers, two. One that's an accountant and another one that's a life coach that just happened to be at a hotel. And because we were hosting an event at this hotel, they're like, hey, what is it that you're doing in here? What is it that you do? And they text the word demo. And the next thing you know, they go through this automation. And then they're like, hey, you know what? This is interesting. I want to learn more. Can we book a call? And now they're booking sales calls with my sales representative. So it all started with this initial text. If I had a flyer and I said, hey, if you're interested, come to my website and buy, that's not going to happen. People aren't going to do that. So the ability to have that automated follow-up is the value for us. So if you're a fitness coach, then the fact that you're going to be able to follow up on your clients, get their name, email, and phone number, and be able to automate that follow, right? So right within our software, you can send automatic text messages, automatic emails after a lead is generated and say, hey, here's the ebook that I promised you. Also, in addition to this ebook, if you're available this week, I would love to hop on a call with you to identify if there's an opportunity for us to work together. Now, I want to share with you, this is how you can actually automate your appointments. This simple process. You do these couple of steps. Step number one is you communicate a freebie. So that freebie could be a video training, an ebook, or what I've done is I've just taken other people's YouTube videos and I would just say, hey, I found this amazing YouTube video. To get the link to this person's YouTube link or YouTube video, I'll send it to you. Text me the word video. And when they text me that word video, I ask them, hey, what email do you want me to send it to? And then they'll give me the email and the software automatically pulls the email. So I just ask for the name, email, and phone number through the automation, right? That's step one. I give away this free video. Step two, in order for them to get access to that video, I send it to them via email. And inside of the email, the top of that email is going to be, hey, here's the link to the YouTube video. And at the bottom of that email, it's essentially going to say, by the way, if you're interested in losing weight or gaining muscle, schedule a consultation call with me. I would love to coordinate one with you. So think about this. If I get in front of a potential 100 customers of mine, I'm just going to say, download my video or get access to this video for free by DMing me the word video. And then let's say this video is about fitness. When someone is interested in that fitness video, they're probably going to be interested in my fitness services. And then at the bottom of that email that's automatically sent, I quick schedule a call on my calendar, and that call is automated. So if I get 100 people to download this free video or get access to this free video, and every time they text, it's all automated, guess what's going to happen on my calendar? I'm going to get 25 to 30 phone calls booked. Now, all I need to do is show up for those phone calls that are automatically booked on my calendar. And what's cool is about the software, it already has a calendar feature allowing people to book on my calendar. So now every day I'm just pitching and pitching and pitching my different products and services. I'm not trying to hustle to get names, emails, and phone numbers because I already did the hard work by promoting my free ebook.
Yes, one of my favorite parts about it is it gives the business owner the peace of mind that no steps would be skipped because it can send the freebie, like you mentioned. It can send reminders if the person hasn't scheduled an initial consultation. If they have scheduled a consultation, it lets them know how to prepare. So if anybody's doing anything manually, like, oh, I have to remember to send this person an email, or I have to remember to send them the document, or I have to send them the waiver, like all these things that take time, Progreda will pretty much solve that as long as if it's the same steps for everybody. Well, I think this is a great topic. I know that this just kind of scratched the surface because we haven't gotten into the onboarding part of it, things of that sort. I know we will continue the topic later on this week. But for now, what is one last piece of advice you would give to an online fitness coach that's looking to increase their sales, Andy?
I would say you can try what I just set up something for you right now. If you are in the fitness space and you want to see what this looks like, go to chatautomation.io/demo fitness. chatautomation.io/demo fitness. And I'll actually show you a demonstration on how this works, on how this entire process works. So that link again is www.chatautomation.io/demo fitness, and you'll be able to see a prime example of how this entire system works and how you can actually try it specifically for your fitness business.
Amazing. Well, that'll be great to get the full demo and see it for them specifically. Well, I thank you for your time, Andy, and we look forward to providing more value on the next podcast. Bye, everybody.